Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. Today we are playing a dinosaur game, but not just any dinosaur game, guys. We are playing Primeval Horizons. Now, this game is in not even early access. This is just for people to play. However, that's okay. We are actually going to do some self-promo stuff. Before we do that, though, I need to stress that this game is in active development. It is not even close to done. I think the main creator is actually taking a bit of a step back from the development role, but they are coming back to this game. It's not dead. It's not a scam. The guy just needs more time to let it cook. And he's just... Hey, Just Light. How's it going? So this is Primeval Horizons. They're going to release a animated thing pretty soon. But right now it's kind of just, right now we're kind of just vibing. But the guy who's creating this is taking a bit of a step back. Not saying the game is dead. Not saying the game is canceled. It's still going to be a thing. It's just going to take a lot longer than we thought it was because they want to learn more about game development. So that's why. They are still going to work on it. It's just going to take a minute. They released a video on their main channel if you guys want to check that out. And I really wanted to play Echoes of Extinction. However, it takes 2 hours for the thing to update. So that's probably going to be tomorrow's stream. And if you're wondering why I'm not playing Battlefield right now, I needed a bit of a break. I'll be honest. That game, I love it. But Battlefield 5, dude, seriously. I tried for so long to do that one mission, and it just ain't happening. It just ain't happening, guys. Oh, did you guys see The Lost Wild had its new thing? It had its new, thing. Whatchamacallit? New trailer for the first time in 3 years. Ah. We may play Primal Carnage. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. However, that's okay. I also hope y'all are having a good day. I don't know if it'll actually let me pick any other animals. But if it does, that'll be cool, I think. That would be cool, I think. But even if it doesn't let me pick anything, that's funny. That's okay. So, for those of you who don't know, there are multiple dinosaurs in this game, and it also plans on, not right now, like I said, they are going to work on another project and then come back to this one once they gain more experience. But the... whatchamacallit? Oh, my brain, dude. My brain today. I need to. I'm just gonna scrunk. I think I'm just gonna scrunk on my own brain because it's not working with me. That's okay. But we're gonna be doing dinosaur stuff. If I do play Primal Carnage, that'll be nice. Okay, so like I said, This proves it's not a scam. It's not going to be a scam. It's not. It's there's the game is still technically being worked on. They're just moving away to work on another game. Wait, no. They're working on another project so they can get experience and then come back to this game. So this game will still be developed, but it'll take a longer time. That's okay. They are also working on that animated project. I think it's called 3 Alone or something like that, where it's 3 Akilobators. A Kilobator? A Kilobator. A Pachycephalosaurus and 2 Ceratosaurs. So, we have a Kilobator here. Something about an Kilobator. We have Tyrannosaurus. Another dino doing dino things. We have Ceratosaurus. I need to learn more about dinos. We have Barosuchus. Bao, he's a dinosaur. Bao. We have Coolosuchus, pretty cool. We have Cryolophosaurus. We also have male, female. I don't think there's any visual difference between them. We have Stegosaurus. Now, Stegosaurus, by the way, is a pachycephalosaur. A pachycephalosaur, not Stegosaurus, Stegosaurus. So, it's a pachycephalosaur like Pachycephalosaurus and Stygimoloch. I know it's technically Pachycephalosaurus wyomingensis and Pachycephalosaurus spinifer, but I like Stygimoloch as a name, so I'm going to keep it for right now. We have Anzu, which is actually one of my favorite oviraptorids. It's not an oviraptorid, sorry. It's a... I forgot how you pronounce it, but it's related to oviraptor, and it's a really cool animal. I've loved it ever since Saurian. I thought it was a really awesome inclusion. Really confused why they have the males so much larger than the females, because it is a ground-based animal, but it is still technically related to birds, so they probably would have been around the same size. Like, peacocks put a lot into their sexual dimorphism, but Anzu would have likely had the males watching over the nests rather than the females, so they probably would have more been closer to emus. Anyway, and we also have Descent. I'm gonna call it Descent. Yum leaves. Anzu, and then I'm so dino dumb man. I'm gonna try to pick something other than Tyrannosaurus. Can I do that? How about Borosuchus? Continue? No, we're only head, shoulders, knees, and toes. What are those? Okay, so this is very... Okay, that's fine. Okay, continue. So the HUD technically doesn't work. Oh, wow, I am beautiful, though. I mean, look. What the What? What are those? Do you see that, chat? Let's see here. Do I have any roars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. F, V, Z, X, Z. Okay, so it's very bare bones. Do I have a bite? I have a bite! And a pounce. Very cool. Do I have a jump? I have a jump. Okay. I run. Do I have a walk or a trot? No, just a... Honestly, I kind of like this walking animation. It's very bird-like. So we have what look to be floating islands up there. If I can get out of the grass, I can probably see them better. Let's walk to this... I also love that it shows the... what looks to be the hitbox. So we have the tail fan. Ooh, let's actually look at the tail fan. Oh my god, they have symmetrical feathering. Wow, look at that. That is wonderful. Let's look at the wings. Wow, the wings are connected to the right finger. Look at that. Ooh. Alright, now, guys, I really need this game to happen. I need this game to happen. I need it. I need it. You don't understand, my friend. My friends, you don't understand. I need it. Until dawn, too. Whatever. Also, Pocket Para is on right now. They're a wonderful streamer. Like, honestly. Like, if you guys ever go look at something. Well, because I'm not the bat right now. I'm a Guanlong, which is my favorite dinosaur. Because we're playing a dinosaur game. Maybe I should get a profile picture where it's just like a bat skull or something, and then the rest of it I use dinosaurs, and like the thing is the goblin, the dinosaur, the dragon, and the bat all in one go. Can I get a better look at those mountains? So, from what I remember, do we have a map? We do have a map. Okay. It doesn't really work, but we have one. Okay. So, from what I remember, this is kind of like All Days. Have you guys ever heard of that project? What am I talking about? It's like, how do I explain this without sounding crazy? Dead Sound, the creator of Dinosauria, as in the series, not the actual clade Dinosauria. Dead Sound created a project in which there was an apocalyptic event where every day happened at once. So, every day happened at once. So you have tyrannosaurs, you have mammoths, you have early horses, you have dromaeosaurids, you have all these different things. Can I die? No. But you have early horses, dromaeosaurids, tyrannosaurids, mammoths, stuff like that. And it featured a cast of voiceless humans. It would be a man and his daughter. And in one of the things he showed off, this project would eventually become Dinosauria, by the way. In one of the things he showed off, it was a human using a horn to sound like a baby elephant. And then mammoths would come in and chase off the Tyrannosaurus that was trying to eat them. There isn't really any sound. That's okay, though. I did notice that, though. That is a little, you know, it's whatever. But I really wanted to play Echoes of Extinction and show that off to you guys. Unfortunately, it's going to take 2 hours for that update, and I just don't have that time or energy. But I thought we'd play a dinosaur game today because Battlefield 5 was frustrating me, you know. The IK system isn't really working. However, the animations are beautiful. I do kind of like that the Pounce has the wings outstretched. That makes sense. Because dromaeosaurids, they'd use the sickle claw, that hook claw they have, the talon, to pin animals and hook them into them. Because when you have a sickle claw, you're not going to use it as a knife. You're going to use it as a sickle, right? So the sickle claw would hook into the animals, and then they would either rodeo the animal if it was larger than them, kind of like a hawk with those sheep and deer, or it would use its weight to pin down the prey item and then eat it alive. Now, the reason why we call this raptor prey restraint is because we see that in hawks and eagles and stuff like that, and animals like dromaeosaurids, troodontids to some extent would have done this. So the reason that the arms flare out is because this animal, while it's jumping at you, needs balance. So when it hooks those claws in, it's got to get whipped around. So what it needs to do is it outstretches those wings and flaps them to keep balance and either bites you or claws into you with those wings while it hangs on. Now, of course, as a dromaeosaurid, you really want to avoid being skrunked around, you know, like that. You want the... Oh, we got a crouch. Okay, so you toggle it. Okay. It's kind of like a walk cycle, though. So that should be fixed. I kind of wish there were sounds, though. I know there won't be for a long time. But I do look forward to this project. Honestly, if I could help the devs, I would. Wait, do they have a stream channel? Maybe I can... If we were streaming new game just as a Hypothetical. Where would we throw the information? You can just ignore my dog, guys. Link. Why did I say information? Alright, I'll wait a minute and see if anyone responds. Hypothetically, of course, if we were streaming. Not that we are streaming, just that. I want to get a word out there that Primeval Horizons is a thing. There's probably going to be a link down below to the Steam page and the YouTube channel. And, of course, the guy who is doing this is, again, probably going to take a break from the project. But they are still going to work on it. They will come back to it. Because this idea is so cool, and I would kill to have this idea. Hey, Edge! I'm playing Primeval Horizon. I'm explaining the situation. So we got a bite here, we got jump, we got a crouch. You can toggle it. No RARs, unfortunately, as you can tell. Is there any... Oh, there's the map button. I forgot about that. QE... No? Okay, that's fine. There's also some floating islands up there. I took a screenshot. It's going to be a bit of a shorter stream because we're probably going to play some dinosaur games after this. Maybe the Isle, maybe Echoes of Extinction. Well, I need to wait for that to actually update. And that's probably going to drain my computer if I do that. So, unfortunately, we're just going to have to hold off on that. As you could tell, it's just kind of running around as a dromaeosaurid, a kilobator, around the map. Ooh, wow, we have turns! Not really any animations for them, but, you know, we have turns. That's cool. Oh, actually, I think they do have animations. It's just a bit slowed down. Oh, I was just doing it at a weird angle. So, yes, you can turn, and there's turning animations. Cool. But yeah, so this game's a lot like All Days, where an apocalypse happens and all days happen at once. So you have multiple prehistoric animals from multiple different time periods. And there was also plans of some sort of boss system, like kaiju, kind of. Whoa. You can see floating islands over there. Jump. Oh, we got a pounce. And it's an accurate pounce. It's not just the Isle copy-pasted. Which, by the way, that reminds me. Have you guys seen the Lost Wild trailer? I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna play that. It's coming out in 2027. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna stream that. I want you guys to know this. I did think we need to take a break from Battlefield because it was frustrating me, and I need some good vibes. And honestly, even though there's literally nothing in this game, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm gonna be honest. This is probably not that interesting to look at, but I am playing as a feathered dinosaur in a open world environment, and this entire map is open for me to explore. And also, we got multiple dinosaur projects coming out pretty soon. We have The End of Oak Street, which I'm absolutely going to watch with my sibling. I think it comes out August 11th. This game, we have Echoes of Extinction. We have The Lost Wild, which finally got a trailer after 3 years. And that, as Dark is, the Allosaurus, the Dromaeosaurs look all amazing. I love it. And we also get to see the primary character, the protagonist, which is cool. Let me see what's over here. I don't think I can die if I jump. Ooh. Oh, I can't even... Oh, there I go. Oh. Now there's sound. And I'm under the water. Oh, right. I forgot they said that the thing doesn't work. That's fine. Oh, I forgot. Primal Carnage also has some Path of Titans collabs. They have the Ceratosaurus from Primal Wrath. They have the Brachiosaurus from Tales from the Bayou. They have the Absentia Acrocanthosaurus, and I think they plan on more. What happens if I let this thing download in the background? What happens to the stream, I wonder? Okay. It lags a bit. Yeah, 2 frames. Let's end this game and then we'll jump back in for a quick second so I can keep yapping because honestly it's a lot of fun. As you did miss the part. Oh wait, I forgot. I have Dino D-Day. Oh my god, I forgot. I have a ton of cool games. Oh wait, you guys ready for the sound, guys? You guys ready? All right, you ready? 3, 2. That is my only soda for the week. That's it. I also got a game called Fate Keeper because it looked interesting. And it was only like a few bucks. But after this, we'll probably play some... Well, if you feel nauseous and full, why are you eating ice cream? Tell me, Edge. Oh, I think fossil fuel is a thing again. But look, there's a kilobator. They have something about a kilobator. I'm going to look up how it's actually said. We got Ceratosaurus. We got Tyrannosaurus. We got Barosuchus. We got Kulusuchus. I really want to play as this. Kulusuchus, I really want to play as that. As you can see, I need to learn more about dinosaurs. Bao, he's a dinosaur. Bao. Pretty cool. Cryolophosaurus, a very, 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 very long description. We also got some herbivores here. We got the Stegosaurus. We got Anzu. We got I don't know how to pronounce this one, so I'm gonna assume it's Dacentrurus, because it's true Rus. So Dacentrurus. Anyway, and then we got some eggs. We got male, female. Obviously, we can only choose this, but I kind of want to play as Anzu really, really badly. Can I try? Okay, continue. All right. Nope. All right, that sucks. But that's fine. But, like, you know, it's an Achillobator. Just like, you know. I honestly, I really want this thing to be real. It is real, obviously. I mean, like, it's a dinosaur game. Sometimes there's this weird... Okay, so, back in the years below, the yesteryear of 2000 whatever, there was a game called The Stomping Lands. Now, The Stomping Lands had a really cool idea. It was Ark before Ark. So, Ark, The Stomping Lands, had this cool idea of, hey, you are playing as tribals, and you have dinosaurs. Go have fun. And it had some really good ideas. However, the guy behind it kind of took the money, had a mental breakdown, and then abandoned the project. Then came The Isle, which took those ideas and then kind of ran and did its own thing. However, because of games like The Stomping Lands and games like... Oh, excuse me. So sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I really burped there. But back onto my thing. It was the years of yesteryear where people think, oh, a dinosaur game, it must be a scam because of games like The Stomping Lands and Mesozoica. Rest in pieces. Rip Bozo. Mesozoica. Get scrunked on. So, some dinosaur games, now all dinosaur games, because of those two games, have had a really bad view. But there are generally a lot of dinosaur games that do really good, such as The Isle, Path of Titans. Now there's Echoes of Extinction. I hate to say it, but Ark was popular for a time, but now it's kind of, it's Ark. But this game, because the guy's taking a backseat to learn more about development, and obviously he's going to work on the game again, people are assuming this is going to be a scam too, but it's not. The guy just needs some time for this to happen, which I understand. I waited 10 years for a Godzilla movie. Godzilla Final Wars to Godzilla 2014. That was a long 10 years. If this guy needs 2 to 3 years to come back to this project, I totally understand. I just need people to be patient, because not every dinosaur game is a scam. Day of Dragons, however, is a scam. Don't buy that game. Please don't. You are wasting your money if you do that. And I'd rather you spend your money on literally anything else. But because of the Stomping Lands and Mesozoica, everyone immediately jumps to the scam conclusion. It's not a scam. It's just the game developer needs to do more work. But he released this build to show that he is working on the game. Oh, excuse me. So sorry. He's still working on it. It's just going to take a while. And they're also making an animated project about this. So there's 3 Kilobator, the Ceratosaurus duo, and a Pachycephalosaurus. And there's going to be a little animated thing about this game. So they're still working on the game. It's just going to take a while. And that's okay. That's okay. If it needs to take time, it needs to take time. And I'm fine with that as long as I get to play it. However, there are some cool dinosaur projects still coming out, such as Echoes of Extinction, which I'm actually really excited for. But I low-key kind of wish they included Ice Age animals or something. I really want some ground sloths in the game, guys. I need ground sloths. And a saber-toothed cat. I'd kill to be a saber-toothed cat. I know La Brea Ecos technically exists, but guys, it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm sorry. That Roblox game is cool, but it's clearly not gonna... It's not The Isle. As much as people rag on the Isle, it kind of did set a level that people expect. Anyway, so this game is going to happen. It's just going to take a while. And already, it looks really good. I'm not losing any frames. Of course, this is a wide open area. You do lose more frames in forests. However, I'm not losing any frames. The animation is actually really smooth. The turn animation does need work. Unless you move directly from, like do a turn like that, chat, then it has no problems. But yeah, this game just needs a little time. That's all it needs. Again, the bite animation is fantastic. The jump animation, I do think it should jump a little bit higher, but that's just me. And you get a freaking... I mean, look at that. We get a pounce. And also, this guy is going to be able to climb trees, which rocks. I need more tree climbing raptors in my projects. That's what I need. Saurian kind of gets it, but, I understand they're supposed to be... Which, by the way, can you believe Saurian's still in development? Crazy. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that, guys. There was something going on. And now Sasha's in here, at least for a few minutes, while things calm down. So, but Saurian's still in development. That's crazy to me. But like I said, I'm excited for this project. I want it to succeed. I understand why They're taking a little bit of a break. However, there's still part of me that wants to go, game now. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person. I like being very chill, very calm, you know? Sip time. Again, I'm sure I mentioned this, but this model is beautiful. I mean, it looks like they also included what looks to be a patagium on the arm, which is like a little like flap of skin that connects the arms. Most flapping animals would have it, like pterosaurs, birds, dromaeosaurids, probably some ornithomimids. To be honest, I'm not so sure about any other animals. I'm not too close to those. The Wings of Dawn actually has one for many of their flying. What am I saying? Flying dragons. They have a patagium, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. But I mean, look at this model, though. I mean, even with just this bare minimum, it's just so beautiful. I mean, look at the colorations. The face is accurate. The hands are accurate. There's actually feathers connected to the hands. It isn't looking like it's glued on. Jurassic Park. Jurassic World. But the feet are also bare. They don't have feathers, which makes sense. These are walking animals. They're not owls. They don't fly. Well, they, non-avian dinosaurs don't really... Well, most non-avian dinosaurs don't fly. And this guy would not have flown. He pounced. He did the raptor prey restraint, but he did not do he was not a flyer. Probably did not climb trees, but I'm not sure on the consensus on that, since that was found for Deinonychus. And they kind of use that for Dakota raptor as well. Oh, shit. Well, at least we know the water works. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, it's a lot. Alright, I think we're gonna quit this and we're gonna play maybe Primal Carnage. I have to actually go out of the thing to do that. Or we could... never mind. I was about to say do Bob, but let's be honest, I don't think anyone's going to sit through that. Let's play some Primal Carnage. I know they plan on doing the sandbox mode pretty soon. I don't know if they're going to do it now, but I know they're going to do it pretty soon. For PC. For PlayStation, it already released.